When we talk about central bank digital currencies, what are your thoughts on the technical challenges and opportunities that they present?
When you step back and you look at sort of evolutions in Web3 or evolutions specifically as it relates to the payment infrastructure, I firmly believe that it's going to be one of those evolutions that starts in the cultural sphere, right? Very similar to how, like this device, when the iPhone came out, everyone was like, this is not a business device, right? It doesn't have a keyboard. It's going to start with the consumer. And then consumers are going to slowly get very comfortable with it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to find businesses and governments are going to sort of move and adjust to meet the situation. But as it relates to governments and stablecoins, I mean, it's just a more efficient way in which they'll be able to operate.
Now, how likely are we to see crypto becoming a flat currency that is an accepted medium of exchange?
I think theoretically, I would love to see it. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to see it in my lifetime. But one of the things that I think is important to recognize is, there's roughly 200 countries in the world, and not all of them are incredibly stable, right? And so in the countries that are not stable, I think you see that cryptocurrency provides a really good means of exchange for people to do everyday life. And, in countries that have good regulation, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that you could make transactions, but do I think that it replaces, government systems? Not anytime soon.
If you, had a crystal ball, where are we in 5 years from now, Keith, in terms of the innovation and payment space?
If it can be digitized, it will. And then if it can be digitized, it will ultimately be tokenized, right? And I think that the question is like how much gets tokenized and what type of content gets tokenized. And really, when you look at it, it divides. And I think you're going to see a lot of change when it comes to consumer stuff over the next 2-3 years. Memberships, subscriptions, loyalties, reward programs will all change a little bit. People won't refer to that stuff as Web3. They'll just say, this is a better experience. But then in the invisible stuff, which is where payments exists, it's really an exercise in efficiency. And, I think that there's a lot of barriers before those sort of hurdles are overcome holistically.